Welcome to Sign, where we lift the veil on governance. We're here to reveal the truth behind power, expose illusions, and empower citizens. Stay curious, stay aware, because change starts with knowing.
Mr. President Donald Trump, I tried to change it. You all saw what happened. The system does not want change. In short, elected with no power nor voice.
The fortress of control. If unelected institutions dictate policy, then why can't elected governments simply override them? Because the entire system is designed to resist disruption. Governance is not simply a collection of leaders, it is a fortress built on bureaucracy, financial dependence, and media narratives that ensure public compliance. When an elected official enters office, they step into a pre-existing structure that has already determined the limits of their authority. Civil service entrenchment. The permanent bureaucracy ensures policy continuity, regardless of electoral outcomes. Ministers rely on advisors who have served multiple governments, meaning any radical shifts are slowed, blocked, or reinterpreted to align with institutional interests. Financial leverage. Major banks, investment firms, and trade agreements tie governments to global economic dependencies. Attempting to diverge from preset financial strategies often leads to economic manipulation, currency fluctuations, market instability, and quiet threats from investors. Media gatekeeping. Most citizens receive their political knowledge through narratives shaped by corporate-owned media, which maintains electoral legitimacy while never questioning unelected power structures. Politicians who challenge this are systematically discredited, ridiculed, or isolated. A typical example of that was what happened to Liz Truss, the shortest government term in history of politics. This fortress of control explains why governments rarely disrupt the system. They are absorbed into it, navigating parameters set long before their arrival. The system's response to disruption. When the illusion of governance begins to crack, when citizens awaken to who truly controls policy, the system doesn't simply ignore it. It reacts, often forcefully, to preserve its authority. The deeper you push against institutional power, the more defensive it becomes. Discrediting the movement. The first line of defense is ridicule. Any movement that challenges the legitimacy of electoral governance is labeled extremist, conspiratorial, or naive. Think tanks and media figures dismiss reformers as out of touch, ensuring the public remains skeptical. Legal and bureaucratic barriers. If resistance grows, the system moves to restrict political alternatives, ensuring that challengers cannot gain momentum. Legislation is introduced to criminalize public dissent or raise obstacles that prevent exposure. Controlled opposition. Some movements are absorbed into party politics, offering small reforms while preserving the greater structure. When a challenge emerges, the system often redirects energy into political theatrics, maintaining control while giving the illusion of change. Economic manipulation. Nations that attempt structural reform often face market instability, investment withdrawals, and currency devaluation, not as accidental consequences, but as deliberate financial pressure from institutions that resist change. Surveillance and social engineering. Awareness campaigns are monitored, reform leaders are scrutinized, and mass communication is quietly censored through social media algorithms and legal regulations. Ensuring controlled narratives remain dominant is key to the system's survival. This response pattern is historically consistent. Whenever citizens threaten governance illusions, the machinery activates to maintain compliance. But knowing the tactics is the first step in resisting them. Bypassing suppression and accelerating sovereign awakening. When the system reacts, through censorship, discrediting, legal barriers, or economic pressure, it does so not out of strength, but out of fear. The moment a movement begins revealing the truth, institutional forces scramble to contain it, because awareness is the first step toward sovereignty. To bypass suppression, the strategy must be precise, adaptable, and unrelenting. Decentralized information flow. The system controls mainstream narratives, but it cannot suppress knowledge distributed through independent platforms. Direct peer-to-peer sharing, encrypted discussions, and community-driven education circumvent controlled media. Symbolism and psychological awakening. People who cannot yet see the illusion will reject reform. Using powerful visuals, storytelling, and symbolic metaphors breaks through cognitive resistance, helping individuals recognize the mechanisms of control. Strategic infiltration. If governance operates through closed networks, then disruption must occur within those networks. Whistleblowers, defectors, and inside analysts play a crucial role in exposing how decisions are truly made, revealing what official reports will never disclose. Public mobilization and unified messaging. When scattered resistance becomes collective awareness, suppression loses effectiveness. A unifying message, repeated in conversations, media campaigns, and direct action creates momentum that institutions cannot ignore. Financial and legal resilience. Governments maintain control through economic leverage and legal constraints. Sovereign movements must anticipate financial attacks, media discrediting, and bureaucratic restrictions, preparing countermeasures before the system reacts. The only power institutions hold is the belief in their authority. The moment citizens challenge that belief, the foundations crack. In the next video, we reveal how to dismantle the psychological barriers that keep people defending the system without knowing they are trapped within it. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.